The journey of an entrepreneur has many positives. It is dynamic, independent, immensely satisfying, potentially and disproportionately rewarding, a resource puller. And at the same time, the journey is such that the entrepreneur is lonely, self-absorbed, resource-crunched, and possibly overconfident for not noticing one's own blind spots. Entrepreneurship is essentially a leap of faith. It is indeed a path of high returns. However, all this amidst a high risk. By risks, we mean those where even a few oversights can derail the entire journey and hard work. That's where an entrepreneurship course such as this can help draw out a map that provides directions as well as a variety of well-tested signs and warnings. The course would build ground for systematic and structured learning as a way of life for the entrepreneurs. Learning that can substantially enhance the effectiveness of the doing or the execution part of a startup. Learning that can enhance the survival rate and increase the life of a startup. Often, it has been seen that even great entrepreneurial ideas need meticulous development in an interactive and open learning environment. Besides, entrepreneurs can face a variety of challenges which require focused learnings and innovative solutions for finding the way forward. This is true for every step of an entrepreneurial journey. Even at a later stage of development, though the idea has been taken to the minimum viable product or the MVP stage, entrepreneurs can be stuck while devising a sustainable growth strategy that can be implemented effectively. Ironically, however, structured learning is all too uncommon among entrepreneurs. While some may have natural talent for entrepreneurship, some may be naturally innovative or business savvy, but all without exception need to learn to be an entrepreneur in a constantly changing and demanding environment. Not many entrepreneurs realize of this hidden yet crucial need of theirs. This problem is further compounded by the lack of dedicated learning opportunities to our entrepreneurs. Learning opportunities that can help resolve a wide range of teething issues in the new venture. This course is designed to fulfill this very glaring gap, to fulfill this less articulated need of thousands of entrepreneurs in the fast-growing entrepreneurial ecosystem of India. In IT industry alone, according to NASSCOM Product Council, India is the third largest startup ecosystem, globally adding 800 startups annually. Something to think about. Main points of entrepreneurs. While the scale or the magnitude of the phenomena of entrepreneurship is huge, there are also several pain points that entrepreneurs experience. These pain points exist with or without their being conscious of these. First, from the very outset, entrepreneurs travel a lonely journey. They are often not fortunate to have the kind of partners or advisors who can fully comprehend or appreciate the originality or the prospects of their idea or even the challenges on their path. Entrepreneurs learn largely by themselves. Hence, they often may not have a clear awareness of the journey ahead. The second pain point is that their new learnings conflict with each other. Much is recently being said and shared about the startups in this information age of internet and multimedia, and they are exposed to multiple points of view. These, however, are often than not conflicting, and they are not able to resolve in terms of their own takeaway. The intentions of the pundits at various startup events are truly sincere, but the entrepreneurs are at loss as to what really applies to them. They adopt some extracts of learning from these, but may find their learning futile only down the line. Thirdly, entrepreneurs do not realize that they are highly likely to make even classical mistakes. Even making one such mistake can be of colossal consequence. For example, every driver of a car has a blind spot. It is by design and not by their choice. They cannot see it with their bare eyes. Entrepreneurs too make classical mistakes because they cannot see them coming. Fourth, they often form a startup team that is at best misaligned and do not have a shared vision for the venture with the founders. Finding a like-minded co-founder is a mammoth task in itself. The fifth point tells us that just like us, entrepreneurs also live in a society where the educational system does not place much emphasis on applied, innovative, and outcome-oriented education. It is indeed a much less than perfect learning environment. And finally, even the experience at the workplace does not equip the aspiring entrepreneurs in dealing with the interdisciplinary reality of the startup world. Due to fewer opportunities of using discretion and autonomy at workplace, entrepreneurs are not as much trained for, nor are decision makers with critical consequences. Now, understanding these pain points of entrepreneurs tells us that they can benefit from a different kind of learning, one that will make them aware of the complexities of their own journey. They need a mirror for themselves, a mirror in which they can see and identify their pain points. They need a different mindset, what we call the entrepreneurial mindset. Solution to the pain points in the course. This course would serve as a mirror where the aspiring entrepreneur can clearly see and recognize themselves. And more importantly, they take steps to address their pain points in a judicious manner. If the entrepreneurs have a developed entrepreneurial mindset, they can begin to do so. The relevance of this course lies exactly in addressing the earlier mentioned pain points of entrepreneurs, and the participants of this course will learn not just about the pain points, but the potential way out as well by gaining an understanding of what exactly is entrepreneurial mindset and how they can develop it. They will also develop self-discipline and be able to structure and prepare their own behavior around this mindset. So as solution, first, they will get an applied and interdisciplinary learning in the course. Second, they will get organized or structured learning that has also been vetted by the entrepreneurial ecosystem. Third, they will learn how to build and align their startup teams for success. And fourth, the course will expose them to the cycle of learning and doing across venture stages. All these different characteristics of the course will help an entrepreneur prepare for investment into their venture and gain market access. What is this course about? This is a practice-oriented course for new emerging entrepreneurs who are on the verge of starting a new venture. And for that matter, anyone who may consider entrepreneurship as a career or a life choice in near or even not so near future. The course is designed to provide exposure to the crucial aspects of entrepreneurship, right from evaluating an entrepreneurial idea to developing the enterprise around it, and further to crafting a growth strategy
For every stage, participants are introduced to the realities of entrepreneurship. In systematically assessing the environment relevant to their venture, participants will learn to understand various opportunities as well as risks they face unique to their venture. This course will help participants in acquiring the knowledge, skills, and attitude for realizing their entrepreneurial dream. Specific problems related to ideation, teaming, planning, funding, resourcing, and growth strategy will all be addressed in this course. Designed to provide useful models and frameworks to the participants, which are complemented with practical advice and guidelines, the course provides participants with a solid foundation to launch and then fine-tune their own business prospects as startups. It is an exploratory course for students or anyone else who at one point aspire to be an entrepreneur or plan to work for a dynamic startup. It is an interdisciplinary course that will derive from the disciplines of innovation, design thinking, technology, engineering, strategic management, human resources, finance, and leadership in the broadest and most specific sense possible.
Copyrighted frameworks for learning. We use several tested frameworks that I have developed over years, such as the one on ideation and its application to critically analyze your venture or your venture idea, one on business model and business plan, etc., etc. These are all theoretically sound and empirically tested frameworks and have been developed keeping the practice of entrepreneurship in mind. You will get a grounded as well as a sky-level perspective on entrepreneurship. Learning objectives. Specifically, a few learning objectives will be met in this course. You will have, first, learned about the entrepreneurial mindset. This is to assess the preparedness of your own mind. 2. You will have known about your capabilities and aspirations and their fit with your idea. Third, you will have sharpened your startup idea by deconstructing and reconstructing it to recognize its new dimensions. Fourth, you will have learned how to create forecasts for your new business and where and how your business can find capital. Fifth, you will have navigated the detailed process of business plan for preparation and presentation to investors. Sixth, you will have identified the top priorities and the key risks for a new venture management team. And seventh, you will have acquired basic concepts and skills to address functional aspects of your new venture operations. Entrepreneurial success rate in India. A word or two on entrepreneurial success rate in India. The learnings in this course will help increase the success rate of your startup and reduce the possibility of failure due to self-made reasons. Talking of failures in startups, in a recent survey I conducted, the story of startup success in India has the following picture. 1. Half of them have already closed their operations, and close to 1/5 of them have filed for bankruptcy. But 1/3 of them are in existence, with 10% of the total startups surveyed are generating revenue, getting funded, and scaling operations. Now that's a good news. There are close to another 1/5 of the entrepreneurs who are persisting and fighting the battle. They hold further promise. Since the course believes that a significant part of the entrepreneurial capability can be significantly enhanced by learning it, we want this course to benefit a large number of existing and upcoming aspiring young entrepreneurs in all sectors of the Indian economy. Cycle of entrepreneurial preparedness. But this would require a certain preparedness. Our research and educational experience with the startups indicate that there is a cycle of entrepreneurial preparedness, which, if repeated over and over again, can lead to a stable development of the entrepreneurial capability. It starts with idea sculpting, involving chiseling of ideas to sharpen and or identify new opportunity. It goes on to the challenges of prototyping, where the principles of design thinking is used to evolve minimum viable product. Further, there is an attempt at innovating the business model and evolve a business plan with reasonable assumptions. Market assumptions are tested with scenarios to evolve a working business model. At the next step, assessments and timeliness of resources, both financial and human, is undertaken, leading to choices of channels, pricing, and costing. At the following step of go-to-market strategy, where market need and acceptance is micro-tested. And finally, investor readiness is prepped and tested to pitch for investment. The goal is to come up with a sharp, comprehensive, and convincing pitch. Now, all these 6 steps can be cycled over and over to enhance the entrepreneurial preparedness for the journey.
What can you expect from this course? A sharper view of your idea, an enhancement of your entrepreneurial skills, resolution of your impending obstacles. The course provides you with strategies and options to handle the formidable challenges associated with building a successful enterprise and increasingly more complex range of functions related to growing the same. You will gain a better assessment and understanding of your own approach to venture creation and acquire new ideas to optimize and sustain your venture's potential. So who is this course for? This course is for you, for aspiring entrepreneurs who would like to take entrepreneurship and new venture creation, or who would like assistance in formulating, developing, and commercializing or scaling their enterprises.
Learning approach in the course. Once you are in the course, you will experience that the learning approach is 1. Tailored to your entrepreneurial needs. 2. You will be exposed to the diagonal learning methodology, a methodology that integrates the vertical or the disciplinary knowledge streams with the horizontal value concerns of the market to together bear on your own venture's need for progress or traction. Hence, as in the third point, the learning will be interdisciplinary and your learning in the course will require you to action it. Fifth, the course sessions are structured for a daily or regular implementation of learnings or assignments on your progress. Sixth, you will be mentored to the extent possible, especially if you are already seriously pursuing a venture idea. Seventh, you will get learning points on building your enterprise. And finally, eighth, you will learn to be prepared to face the investors. Course modules. The course has 3 modules of 20 hours each. Knowing self and idea module, execution module, projection module. In the first module, you will know about yourself, your mindset, your entrepreneurial traits, and your aspirations. In this module, we will also dwell at length to apply the ideation framework to understand your idea in a shared, interactive environment of learning. In the second module of execution, we will get into prototyping, business model development, and go-to-market aspects. And finally, the venture projection module will help develop an all-round wholesome pitch that will have a well-conceived business plan.
Now, how do you get assessed in this course and how do you complete it? 1. By taking various tests and assessment tools during the course. 2. By completing and submitting the homework on time during the progress of the course. 3. By completing each module. And 4. By completing the final investor's deck ready for pitching to the investors. Assessment in the course. The assessment in the course will broadly have the following. 1. Taking various tests and assessment tools during the course. 2. Completing and submitting the homework on time during the progress of the course. 3. Completing one or more modules. 4. Completing the final investor's deck ready for pitching to the investors. Real takeaways in the course. More than the course credit or the certificate, the real takeaways in the course will be 1. To help plan for your confident entry into the world of startups and entrepreneurship when the time is right for you. 2. To give you key insights into how to attract needed and timely investment into the venture. 3. To prep you for better and structured business development for your startup when you need it. 4. To prep you for marketing your product and services with maximum results. 5. To decide on incubation for your venture as desirable. 6. To receive seed funding and various other assistance under various government schemes. See you soon at the Introduction to Entrepreneurship 101 from iSeed. I'll be there.